SVG-TV News headlines sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
In the headlines, SVG Police Force goes high-tech with the launch of a new system to digitize crime and violence data. Trinidad and Tobago Attorney General makes it clear that the government is not open to entertaining any conversation on the legalization of marijuana. Hong Kong voters rebuke Beijing with a pro-democracy landslide victory in district councils elections. And in sports, Fraser out, Dixon in as new president of the SVG Football Federation. These and other stories coming up in SVG TV's Evening News and Sports.
That was the news headline sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to SVG TV News and Sports for Monday, November 25th, 2019. I am Yvette Bowens with the details. Data can be an effective tool in the detection and prevention of crime, and the SVG Police Force's capacity will be boosted with the launch of Police Records Management Information System. The system is a key component of the United States Agency for International Development's CariSecure project and was launched today at the Kittels Police Station, which is one of 2 stations where it will be piloted here in SVG. The project will help to facilitate the change from a paper-based reporting system to a digital one, allowing investigators to capture real-time data on reported incidents. SVG joins 6 other countries in piloting the project. U.S. Ambassador to Barbados and the OECS, Linda Tagliatella, said today's launch was a big step for the SVG Police Force and highlighted the importance of crime data.
When transformed into intelligence, allows law enforcement and policymakers to better understand the root causes of crime and violence and design responses that bring about greater effectiveness in policing. The system launched today will give police officers 21st century tools to tackle 21st century crime. It will transform the way the police do business on a daily basis by providing access to real-time, disaggregated crime data and enhance intelligent gathering. It will provide officers with the ability to generate victim and offender profiling, which will assist with a faster police response and effective evidence-based decisions, for example, crime mapping. The Digital Crime Information System will also enable officers to receive crime data within seconds by using a system-wide search. Currently, this process takes over a week. This will reduce the time required to provide senior police officials and ministry personnel with crime data for reporting and decision-making purposes.
Police Commissioner Colin John welcomed the project, noting that the world is a global village and the SVG Police Force must continue to equip itself to handle transnational crime. He said the CariSecure project is another tool to help keep Vincentians safe.
What is CariSecure? This is the strengthening evidence-based decision-making for security in the Caribbean. This project was launched in 2016. The practical benefits to be derived from a project of this nature is that the police will be able to collect quantitative and qualitative data. This would assist us in effectively and efficiently fighting crime within St. Vincent and the Grenadines and within the Caribbean. And the fact that the wall is a global village is not just a cliche, it is real, and crimes that happens in other places in the world can significantly impact St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So hence, we do not have to just focus on fighting crimes in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but globally and transnationally.
Also delivering remarks was Minister of National Security, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who said citizen security is of importance and welcomes the project.
Nearly $2 million in the Regional Security Service, that's our contribution. We make a contribution of over $250,000 to IMPACTS, the Implementation Agency for Crime and Security. We make a contribution in accordance with our size and resources, over $100,000 to Interpol, the International Police Organization. And of course, we have to provide money for the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police. Indeed, in the 2019 budget, the budget for this year, public order and safety, which includes monies with the Office of the DPP, and I omitted to mention the distinguished Director of Public Prosecutions acting, Ms. McDowell, and the court system and so forth. We spend almost $72 million, approximately 9%, close to 9% of our recurrent spending.
The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding two separate shooting incidents over the weekend. A police report said that on Friday, November 22nd at about 11:48 p.m., 3 male victims, ages 23, 28, and 32, received gunshot wounds to their bodies. At the time of the shooting, the victims were at Heritage Square, Kingstown, at a social event. The victims are reported to be in stable condition. The police say the motive for the shootings is not known. On Saturday, November 23rd, there was another shooting incident, this time on the Grenadine island of Canouan. According to the police, at about 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, a 26-year-old was shot about his body and is said to be in stable condition. The motive for the shooting is also said to be unknown at this time. The police are seeking the assistance of persons with information relating to these and other crimes to contact any police station across SVG or the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime at telephone number 456-1339 or 457-1211 extension 217, or the officer in charge of CID, CRO or MCU at 456-1810 or 457-1211 extension 216-220, or the officer in charge of Grenadines Division at 458-8100. All information, they say, will be treated confidentially. The police are also reminding persons that it is an offense to carry a firearm without a permit, and are encouraging persons who are in possession of firearms without a license to do so to hand them over to the authorities immediately or face prosecution. Baibu will be getting a $1 million new early childhood center, which is expected to be completed in June 2020. Speaking at a groundbreaking ceremony last Friday, Project Manager with the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the BNTF, Dunstan Johnson, said the government continues to play a role in the development of education and considers the construction of the Early Childhood Center as crucial to the educational foundation of the nation's children, especially those in Baibu and surrounding areas.
Practical indication of the government's commitment, or it's a demonstration of the government's commitment to the development of the education sector in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And they have done it at the secondary and the primary stage. Now, they're moving to the grassroots level. They're building the foundation there upwards. And not only was the government able to find the funds to build this, but also several years back, construction of similar centers was done in South Rivers, Greg's, Georgetown, Layu, call of you names. Canaan. Diamonds. So you see what is being done. So folks, this is an auspicious occasion. We want to ensure that the people understand what is happening here. We want to tell you that the government is serious about the education of our children at the pre-primary age. And this is a practical example of that.
MP4 South Windward Frederick Stevenson welcomes the construction of the facility and encouraged residents to take care of the facility when it is completed.
That come September 2020, the children of the Bible preschool and other children who are coming to school for the first time as children from the early childhood centers would be going into a brand new facility. I want to say to us that we have to, as usual, we have to take care of these facilities. I want the parents and the community as a whole to embrace this facility, to make it your own, and whatever you can to do to help to develop and advance it, please feel free to do so. Speak with the head teacher of the Bible Methodist School, speak to the community persons who would be involved, and tell them, because what we want to do is to see our children of Bible and the community and the surrounding areas be in a special place, a place so beautiful and nice that their educational advancement would be something of the highest level.
Project consultant and designer Glenford Stewart highlighted some of the features the center will possess.
Construct has been designed to accommodate approximately 40 students. It will have 2 classrooms. As we know, the facility is very modern, and I think the students will be very happy, as well as the teachers and the parents. Now, it has all the modern facilities that you can think of. The washrooms, the bathrooms, etc., are to cater for small children. We also have the teachers who will have their own facilities, kitchen facilities, dining room facilities, resting areas for the students, play areas, internal and external, will be provided. So it is a facility which you can find perhaps in areas of Brooklyn or California. Similar facilities, we're providing the students with those, and I'm sure that they will be very happy.
With efforts being made to diversify the local economy and enhance the tourism product, there is a renewed focus on ecotourism to attract more tourists and develop the industry in a sustainable way. With lush mountains, nature trails, remote rivers, and undeveloped beaches, SVG is an ideal ecotourist destination. The entity responsible for ensuring the island maintains its natural beauty is the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority, which is engaged in ongoing work to upgrade some of these ecotourism sites to give visitors and locals the best experience. SVG-TV's Barvin Oliver tells us more about the work program in this report.
Tourism allows a traveler to become educated about the areas he or she is traveling to, about its physical landscape and its cultural characteristics. Importantly, ecotourism in many instances provided funding for further conservation and precious environmental resources, whilst boosting economic development. With some of the most diverse fauna and flora in the Caribbean, natural sites, and clear running waters, SVG is well positioned to take advantage of the benefits of ecotourism in a sustainable way. One of the natural sites in SVG which is popular amongst visitors is at Wallalaboo, which provides a true island feeling. Many of the sites from time to time require restorative work, and Superintendent of Rivers, Beaches and Recreational Sites with the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority, Rodi Katanis, explained the work being done at the Walilabu site to maintain its natural beauty.
Recently, we have done work on making the building look more appealing. We've done some repainting as well as looking at issues of visitor safety. So we have done work on improving the walkway, making sure that they're clear, as well as making sure that the areas where visitors have to go in terms of footpaths, that those are in a condition where they can easily access them and use them in a manner that would not cause any injury to those on site. Well, it is. It's one of the most visited sites on the leeward side, apart from that view. Falls, a lot of visitors would come here because it's close to Kingstown, and the aspect of having water and nature all in one, that makes also there's a bit of heritage, the culture, so they get a feel of St. Vincent from just coming to one site. So a lot of persons like to come here because of those things.
Tanis said there are also plans for expansion which will involve assisting local community groups to create sustainable livelihoods at the site.
And something important that most persons may not be aware of is that we are working with community groups to manage some of our sites, as we have co-management entities, and therefore we would encourage the community groups to use the opportunity and use the site as the base where they can look for other services. For example, having local produce, having local food. I know in the case of Walilabu, they are looking at doing a garden, a local garden, where visitors can come and sample different things that are natural to St. Vincent, whether it be herbs. They can sample these in a variety of ways, see what they actually look like, maybe try tea from them, try different byproducts of these herbs and so forth. So I know for Walilabu in particular, they're looking at expanding the service and the experience offered at the site, and this is something that we welcome across sites.
Not too far away from Walilabu is the site at the petroglyph at Leyu. Tanis said restorative work is also taking place at this site.
At Leyu, we are planning to do additional enhancement work on this site because we realize that there are some things based on the feedback that we have been getting from visitors that we can do to make their experience here better. For example, on the government capital project, we would be looking to deal with some structural issues that we have. Also add to the walkway and the visitor safety, because we know that some of the footpaths are not in best condition, given that we've been in existence since 2009. Over time, things tend to wear and tear and deteriorate due to weather, but we're looking at restoring those, as well as dealing with some other structural issues that we have on site as well.
Over 90,000 foreigners and 80,000 locals visited these recreational sites last year, and it is hoped that more persons will make use of the facilities available and continue to embrace ecotourism. For SVG-TV's Evening News, I am Bapin Oliver.
Fashion designer defends his winning selection for national wear amidst criticisms that it doesn't reflect Vincentian pride. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
Local news sponsored in part by Flow.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk, and talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.
C-Star Limited is now located on the 3rd floor of the First St. Vincent Bank building. They have extended their range of products and furniture, including patio sets, closets, shoe casing, beds and mattresses, TV cabinets, and kitchen cupboards, just to name a few of their luxurious pieces, all at unbelievable prices. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building. And don't forget, they still have the best in windows, doors, burglar bars, rails, and vanities. C-Star Limited, where quality and style is our motto.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of, one that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones, and that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
LA Unique Upholstery. Quality at a low cost. We build to suit your needs. Contact us at Redemption Shops 457-0182 or Stony Grungs 453-2089.
Breaking news! The greatest tile sale in the history of St. Vincent is back. With more, here's Thin Set Rowdy Face.
Thanks, Juan. Yes, free tiles for Christmas is back at Island Style Interiors, and there's real excitement in the air. Get this, buy 100 tiles at the regular price and get up to the next 25 tiles absolutely free.
Wow, that is a great deal.
Sure is, Juan. My wife's making me buy tiles right now before they sell out.
Thin Set? Oh well, this is one cool guy signing off and heading to Island Style in Arnos Vale for free tiles! Wait for me! Yay!
Kidney disease is a growing concern around the world and here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Chronic kidney disease is a life-threatening condition which occurs when a person's kidneys are no longer able to clean the toxins and waste products from the blood or perform other kidney functions normally. When this happens, a person needs dialysis. Dialysis is where a machine takes over the function of the kidney and safely removes the poisonous waste from the blood. Since 2012, Health Solutions Inc. has operated a full-service hemodialysis facility in SVG that offers state-of-the-art equipment, courteous, well-trained staff, and a comfortable treatment environment.
We're encouraging for early detection. Anyone who is either diabetic or hypertensive and has any questions or concerns, please contact us at 784-451-2836 or visit us at www.healthsolutionssvg.org.
You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020. You won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29th, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz, Quartz Optical, Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
Welcome back. SVG now has a national wear for male and female, as well as a national cultural wear. The national wares were unveiled at a cocktail ceremony held at the official residence of the Prime Minister Friday evening. Larissa Pugzikir tells us more in this report.
The design for national wear female was worn by Jeremy Payne, while Sophia Blucher won with her design for the male national wear. There was also a national costume for male and female, and that was worn by designer Debbie Baba. The three finalists in the national wear competition, coordinated by Invest SVG, unveiled their designs at a ceremony hosted at the official residence of the Prime Minister on Friday evening. Member of the National Wear Selection Committee, René Batiste, explained that the idea of a national wear must reflect SVG's history and heritage.
It had to echo the long history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, certain aspects of it, where you would remember your roots, your ancestral roots, the meaning of every piece of garment, why it is worn, what sort of environment, and the people that wear it. You see, we have to take into account as well that you would celebrate the nation as a whole.
But he said she is pleased with the designers who made it to the finals as they met the criteria of the National Wear Selection Committee.
I was simply overwhelmed. My fellow committee members, when we sat at our final deliberations, that we all spoke in unison when these designs were chosen. When the first one came up and we saw it, we all said together, we didn't plan this, we hadn't seen each other before we having those meetings. Yes, this is it. And what was remarkable is that the designers, having read the brief, also were able, in their presentations, the drawings, they were able to write out the text and say, why are they doing a particular cut? Why are they using a particular material? Why did they choose particular colors? And the blend and what it means to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That when you look at aspects of this design, you must be able to say, yes, this is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Minister of Tourism, Sports and Culture and Minister of Finance were expected to deliver remarks. However, they were unable to attend. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves spoke on their behalf and praised Invest SVG for the initiative. He said that a national wear becomes final when people truly accept it nationally.
Clearly, for the national wear to become broadly accepted, because those who have designed and those who have approved designs and those who seek to advance the national wear, it will truly become national when it becomes accepted, when there is among the people as a whole a settled conviction that this is what we ought to have.
PM Gonsalves reminded the gathering that, like everything in life, nothing remains the same, suggesting changes to the national wear as time goes by.
The national wear, by its very nature, is not static. You will have a specific form, but I'm sure that there would be variations as time goes by. I look forward with great interest to see how the people of our country, at home and abroad, embrace what is offered this evening and what is proclaimed and affirmed as the national dress, the national wear.
At Friday's ceremony, no mention was made of how many designers entered the competition. The unveiling of the national wear final selection were initially expected to be unveiled at the Everything Vincy Expo last month. However, this did not materialize. For SVG-TV News, Larissa Fox-Deakin.
Since the unveiling of the national wear on Friday evening, there have been heavy criticisms about the selection of female national wear, particularly on social media, with some persons referencing the design to what the housemaids wore during the time of slavery. In an interview with SVG-TV News today, designer Jeremy Payne of Fashion is Payne defended his design, which he said had to meet certain standards and criteria set out by the National Wear Selection Committee, and that much thought and research went into his design, which could be customized by Vincentians.
And so the silhouette that we worked with for this dress is inspired by 19th century dress, and we chose to use white because, you know, I feel like I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, we worked with the apron because I wanted to pay homage and pay tribute to our working class, and they're the ones that really built our nation with their hard work, and just to like highlight the Vincentians. Well, we used the national colors in the print, so we used it on the apron itself. And I call it the Vincy Bush print, and so it incorporates the banana and the breadfruit leaf.
In response to the argument that the dress depicts a slavery mentality, Payne said persons should embrace their past, but at the same time not hold on to it, which is what his national wear design sought to depict.
Very respectful. I think that has more to do with a mentality than it does with the clothing. I do understand that clothing has power, and definitely slavery is a huge part of our history, and there's definitely no denying that. So I'm not sure if it is that people are trying to run away from it so much as not to like look at it and really understand what it is. It really requires you to study history, but also understand that it was a part of our history. There's no real shame in it. If anything, we should should just really own the power of having overcome it and have been emancipated from it. But I get it, but it's definitely not what I intended, and it's not what I see when I look at this dress. Yeah.
Because it has a totally different meaning for you.
Absolutely, and I hope people understand it. Yeah, that's fine. I hope people understand it. I'm not sure if they understood my inspiration behind it, but hopefully after this interview they will.
For the national costume, Debbie Barber said that she wanted SVG to stand out from other Caribbean countries, and her vision was one of royalty. The female culture wear, she said, has its own significance and meaning.
40th year is a very important year for us as a nation, and I wanted to make the dress like royalty, basically. I just love the vegetation here in St. Vincent, you know, our land, the sea, the sun, and the beautiful beaches that we have. So predominantly the yellow for the sun really featured with our beloved breadfruit leaf. So I actually designed the breadfruit leaf and did hand stenciling on all the pieces to make it original, because I wanted our dress to be different from any of the other islands. 100% cotton, because I love the way that 100% cotton drapes to incorporate the waves and the rhythm and just basically all the vegetation that we have here.
Barber also won the male costume and explained the idea behind the design.
Shirt, it has a long sleeve with a little elasticated hem, and it has a lovely white jabot on it to again represent royalty, and he wears a yellow gilet, which again is hand printed with the breadfruit leaf. And again, we've got 3/4 pants. It can be made into long pants, and it has a cuff on it with a little gold button. So that completes the men's costume. And of course, it's a delight that these two garments could represent St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the world stage.
Okay.
Again, I would like to thank the beautiful Janelle Glasgow. She really worked that dress Friday night, and Jaziel Lewis for modelling and, you know, making history in St. Vincent. Thank you.
TNT Attorney General makes it clear that the government is not open to entertaining any conversation on the legalization of marijuana. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
It was a local news segment.
The Ever-Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs, and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Juicy, drink today. Juicy, same great taste. Juicy, the original drink. It's a Vinci thing.
Get your red and banana,
Pineapple, juicy cola,
orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor.
It's a Vinci thing. Enjoy it juicy, the original Vinci thing. Juicy.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting. For people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's the Anglican Archdeaconry of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Advent Mission Service on Sunday, December 1st at the Unveiling playing field to mark the beginning of the church's year under the theme Anglicans Prepare for the Coming of the Lord through Intentional Discipleship. The preacher will be the Reverend Pauline Ramsey Burns out of the Diocese of Northeastern Caribbean and Aruba. It's the Anglican Advent Mission Service at the Unveiling Sporting Complex on Sunday, 1st December at 9:30 a.m. All are invited.
Singer is a family store. We sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. Top brands and appliances. TVs, fridges, cookers. We make your life so easy. Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture. Right here at Singer. Affordable beds and mattresses. Right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. That gives you the best hire purchase deals. Right here at Singer. We'll outfit your home. Right here at Singer. The #1 family store. It's us with Singer.
Tis the season to wish one another joy, love, and peace. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a New Year full of blessings. Best wishes from our directors, management, and staff at Quick Cash Corp. Merry Christmas.
You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020. You won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz, Quartz Optical, Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
The regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little Massey Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable, and ultimately relaxing cruise for two with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean, one island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more. This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
Welcome to our news from the region. Trinidad and Tobago's Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi is making it clear that government is not open to entertaining any conversation on the legalization of marijuana, at least not in the near future, and will only commit to decriminalization. Responding to activists who critiqued the marijuana legislation tabled in Parliament last Friday, Al-Rawi said the primary purpose of the bill is to free up the judicial system from having to deal with petty marijuana cases. The AG, who was speaking at a PNM political meeting over the weekend, maintained the 30 grams limit is more than sufficient.
You know what 30 grams of marijuana is? It is 3 large cigarette packs full of marijuana. Who on God's earth, as an individual with 3 packs of marijuana, 24 cigarettes in each pack, could be upset with that? You have an opportunity to go into a regulated industry like tobacco. Look at the price of West Indian tobacco. Look at the share value. Look at what cigarette shares in companies that own it is equal to. To the person that wants to legalize it, I say to you, if you want full legalization now, you are crippling the economic potential of people that have a chance to actually, in a regulated environment, make some progress.
An opinion poll conducted by the Caribbean Agency for Political Advancement shows the Dominica Labour Party losing the December 6th general elections. That is a complete opposite of a CADRES poll released last Thursday, which favored the Dominica Labour Party.
Respondents generally believe that elections results, in their opinion, might most likely favor the incumbent Dominica Labour Party, with 34% of those who were questioned say that they think Labour might win. 46% of respondents, however, declared that they will indeed vote for the opposition United Workers' Party in that same poll. So in the view of the people who we spoke to in those 12 areas, they said it is likely that Labour can win. But more people, 46%, actually declared that they will indeed vote for the candidates in their respective constituencies. 47% of respondents believe that Linton and the United Workers' Party present the better plan for the people and the future development of Dominica, while 40% of the respondents favored Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party. 9% and 4% of respondents disclosed that none of the party's plans interest them in any significant way. More people, 49% believe that the DLP should not continue to serve as the majority party in the government of Dominica, while 46% believe that they should. 5% of respondents were either unsure or they chose to remain neutral.
Bruno says 72% of the respondents favor electoral reform. Alex Bruno says CAPA could not poll all 21 constituencies due to lack of funding.
Hong Kong voters rebuked Beijing with a pro-democracy landslide victory in district council elections. This from the international scene when we return. Stay with us.
It was a regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little Massey Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable and ultimately relaxing cruise for two with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean. One island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more. This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
The body moves in many expressive ways. The freedom of movement is often taken for granted until that freedom is restricted by pain. Maya's Pain Kill Gel is scientifically formulated to alleviate muscle and joint inflammation. With this gel, you can target the pain in areas where it's needed the most. Bring the joy of movement back into your life with Maya's Pain Kill Gel. Available at leading stores and pharmacies in SVG.
With your eyes only, I never need.
The health of your eyes greatly impacts your daily life, from driving, watching television to texting. At Imperial Optical Inc., we promise you the best in eye care. Our trained staff, in-house ophthalmologist, optometrist, full-service lab and optical boutique position us to cater to your entire eye care. Understanding your needs and how to meet them, whether you require routine eye examination, prescription glasses, contact lenses, or sunglasses. You can choose from a wide range of designer frames at affordable prices and be greeted with excellent customer service in an inviting atmosphere when you visit us opposite the Anglican Cathedral on 58 Granville Street, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where your vision is our mission. Telephone 456-1882. Fax 456-2205.
That's new.
26 retail shops and restaurants open now for your convenience. At the cruise ship terminal. At the cruise ship terminal. It's a great venue to run for functions. Secure parking, great ambiance. At the cruise ship terminal. At the cruise ship terminal.
Convenient parking at the Kingstown Cruise Ship Terminal and the Geese Compound. The Kingstown Cruise Ship Terminal has 26 retail shops and restaurants with a variety of food offerings. A great secure venue for your functions with a great ambience. Also, we offer lock storage service. The Cruise Ship Terminal. Convenience for you.
At the cruise ship terminal. The cruise ship terminal.
You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020. You won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29th, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz, Quartz Optical, Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
SVG-TV International News segment sponsored in part by Carrez Distribution Limited.
For over 60 years, we have sought only the best beans grown in the lush hills of the Andean mountains of Colombia. Cold Cafe. We carefully select only the very best beans and roast them to delicious perfection by our experienced roast masters. Cold Cafe. Cold Cafe treats you to one of the finest coffees in the world, available in classic and decaffeinated. A rich flavor and aroma that can only come from 100% Colombian coffee. Cold Cafe. Indulge yourself in our delicious cappuccinos available in classic mocha and French vanilla. Enjoy them hot to warm your soul or cool to cool you down. Either way, they are incredibly satisfying. So go ahead, enjoy Cold Cafe and treat yourself.
Welcome to the international news. Voters in Hong Kong turned out in droves Sunday to deliver a landslide victory for the pro-democracy movement. The district elections are widely seen as a rebuke of Beijing's policies after months of protest and violence in the streets. According to local media estimates so far, initial results from the vote, which ended with no major disruptions, signaled a clear majority for the pro-democracy camp, who have so far won more than 300 seats, compared to about 41 seats for the pro-establishment camp. 4 years ago, at the previous vote, Democrats only secured about 100 seats. We hear more in this report.
They predicted it, but they probably couldn't believe it. Pro-democracy wins across Hong Kong, a landslide against the establishment. Through the night, as they counted the returns, it was clear that the local council elections had turned into a poll on the government and its refusal to deal with the millions who've taken to the streets for 6 months.
I think that the Hong Kong people should really leverage on this result to ask for more democracy in the future.
Throughout the voting day, establishment candidates could see the writing on the wall. Enthused protest party candidates were posing for pictures. The pro-Beijing candidates next door were virtually ignored and looked pretty glum. The spin from the government side is that the local elections were unfairly overshadowed by the demonstrations here.
I don't think it would be appropriate to look at this election as a referendum because no specific topics have been put forward for the voters to vote on. What we have seen is purely politicization of a set of local elections.
This really has been a record-making local election. Over 70% of registered voters turned out after waiting for hours in long queues to vote. For the first time, all the 452 seats were contested. And in the end, some of the most well-known government-supporting politicians were defeated by young candidates with no political experience whatsoever. Their unofficial leaders are jubilant.
We already expressed our political belief and our determination, and there's no reason for Beijing ignored more than 2 million people vote in the election, especially most of the seats already won by our camp.
This beautiful city and its territories have been rocked by 6 months of protest and violence. These elections show the majority still support the cause. Whether the government and Beijing listen is a completely different matter.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, we take a look at the local weather forecast.
SVG-TV International News segment was sponsored in part by Carez Distribution Limited.
Let's go! Turn up the fun!
With Chocolisto and its great flavor, enriched with vitamins and minerals that help you grow.
Chocolisto makes you big and strong.
The weather report sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentions for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnisville. Call 453-9000.
Budgemart's big sellout is back and still has the best deals. Baguette bread pans, now only $29.95. 5-piece cake pan set was $84.90, now $63.70. 4-piece non-stick cake pan set was $55, now $39.60. 3-piece non-stick pan set was $29.20, now $21.90. Short motion bins was $297.55, now $223.15. 6-piece aluminum pot set was $450, now $350. Tall motion bin was $423.64, now $317.75. Real deals, real savings, and no gimmicks. When every dollar counts, shop at Budgemart.
And now for our local weather forecast. Present conditions cloudy, winds northeast at 9 kilometers per hour. Temperature 26.0 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 93%. Barometric pressure 10.8 millibars, 24-hour rainfall 11.3 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature 29.2 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius. Sunset today at 5:35 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 6:08 a.m. The forecast: partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms. And now synopsis: a tropical wave is affecting the island.
The weather report was sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Budgemart's big sellout is back and still has the best deals. Baguette bread pans, now only $29.95. 5-piece cake pan set was $84.90, now $63.70. 4-piece non-stick cake pan set was $55, now $39.60. 3-piece non-stick pan set was $29.20, now $21.90. Short motion bins was $297.55, now $223.15. 6-piece aluminum pot set was $450, now $350. Tall motion bin was $423.64, now $317.75. Real deals, real savings, and no gimmicks. When every dollar counts, shop at Budgemart.
A funeral is considered as the last goodbye. The memories are for you, the family, and loved ones. Joseph da Silva Senior Memorial Funeral Home sympathizes and understands the grieving process. They go the extra mile, offering counseling, private funeral, chapel service, night viewing, and church service, along with other services expected at a professional funeral home. Visit the office at Mesopotamia. A warm, modern, and customer-friendly environment awaits you. Joseph da Silva Senior Memorial Funeral Home, offering affordability in time of need. We are here. We care.
You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020, you won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29th, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz. Quartz Optical. Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
Welcome to the evening sports. After more than a year in the top post, Marvin Fraser was defeated by Carl Dixon in a keenly followed election of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation, which was held on Saturday, November 23rd at the Methodist Church Hall. Fraser, who took over as president of the SVG Football Federation from Venal Coombs, who was banned by FIFA in July 2018, received 25 votes to Dixon's 28. Dixon is a former manager of the now defunct Scotiabank SVG. The other contestant for the presidency, Patrick Horn, did not receive a vote. Meantime, in the race for first vice president, Otashi Spring retained the post with 38 votes. The other contenders were Maxine James, 13 votes, and Depson Cruikshank, 2 votes. In the bid to win the second vice president position, former third vice president Wade Jackson lost 21-32 to Wade Grant, the incumbent second vice president. The new third vice president is Dwight Roberts, 27 votes. The other contenders were Trevor Huggins, 2 votes, Sedley Jeffers, 2 votes, Elroy Boucher, 8 votes, and Raul Descent, 15 votes. Following the casting of votes, newly installed President Carl Dixon told the gathering that he is willing to work with outgoing President Marvin Fraser to further the positive development of football in SVG. Cricket West Indies today announced the 15-man squad for the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup, which will take place in South Africa in January 2020. Captained by Kimani Melius, the West Indies Rising Stars will first face England Under-19s and Sri Lanka Under-19s in the Under-19 Tri-Series to be held in Antigua in December. The squad will aim to recapture the trophy that West Indies Under-19s won in 2016 and features 3 team members who played at the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup 2018, Captain Kimani Melius, Ashmir Ned and Naeem Young. Other notable names include Leonardo Julian and Jaden Seals, who are part of the West Indies Emerging Players squad that is performing strongly in Zone B of the current Colonial Medical Insurance Super 50 Cup. This squad of potential future West Indies stars will host the England and Sri Lanka Under-19s teams in 6 matches to be played in Antigua at the Coolidge Cricket Ground Series from December 6th. These matches will be used to work on game strategies and finesse their plans before the top 2 teams in the Tri-Series face off in the final on December 21st. The West Indies Under-19s then travelled to South Africa after Christmas to finalise their preparations in advance of the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup, which will take place from January 17 to February 9. At the start of their quest to add to the momentous 2016 world title, they will face 3-time winners Australia, 1998 winners England, and tournament debutants Nigeria in Zone B. Jamaica middle order batsman Rovman Powell slammed a brutal 106 in just 40 balls, but could not prevent a 13-run loss to the Leeward Islands, who booked a spot in the semi-finals of the Colonial Medical Insurance Super 50 Cup on Sunday. The Scorpions were set 256 to win on the back of a patient 105 from Kieran Powell, but crucially needed to achieve the target inside 31 overs to overhaul their opponent's NRR. The Scorpions found their run chase way off target after finding themselves at 25 for 3 in the 5th over after losing top order batsmen Asad Fadani, Aldani Thomas and Krumar Bonner. Powell, however, kept the Scorpions in touch with an explosive display of batting, reaching his second 100 of the tournament from 38 balls with 2 runs into the leg side of Quinton Boatswain. Jamaica's chances went up in smoke. However, when Powell was caught behind off Boatswain in the same over, he got to the third 100 of his Super 50 Cup career. Boatswain was the pick of the Leewards bowlers after claiming figures of 4 for 85. In their turn at the crease, the Leewards were in early trouble after losing opener Munson Hodge for 10 with 27 on the board. Amir Jangu joined Powell at the crease, however, and the pair put on a match-winning 154 for the second wicket. The Hurricanes will play host Trinidad and Tobago Red Force in the second semi-final on Friday at the Queen's Park Oval in the Trinidad capital of Port of Spain, where the first semi-final a day earlier will feature Group A winners Barbados Pride and either Guyana Jaguars or West Indies emerging players, one of which will be the runners-up in Group B. The evening sports will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
The festive holiday joy is flowing early this year. Have yourself a merry little massy Christmas. Enter with every $50 spent and you can win amazing prizes such as a luxurious, comfortable and ultimately relaxing cruise for 2 with all-inclusive paid flight. Set sail to explore and discover the beautiful gems of the Caribbean. One island at a time. Bon voyage and travel in style and sophistication aboard a majestic cruise of a lifetime. And wait, there's more. This Christmas, exciting prizes such as a shopping spree with the value of $500. But don't worry, consolation prizes include weekly ham and turkey giveaways. Check out our Facebook page for more chances to win. See press and in store for more details. Happy holidays from Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
Quality products, quality care, low prices, great customer service, all at Q-Care Pharmacy. Q-Care leads the way, providing all your pharmaceutical needs, a variety of personal care products, and so much more. Located on Halifax Street. Telephone number 451-2690. Q-Care Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality.
Why don't I just go to Gibson's Building Supplies?
Here at Gibson's, it doesn't matter if you're building, renovating, or just shopping to improve your home. Because this Christmas, Gibson's Building Supplies has all that you need. With 25% off selected doors and tiles, 20% off paint, and 15% off store-wide. Many more deals to come. So why feel like this when you can feel like this? So come on in to Gibson's Building Supplies today.
Still going to town for hardware? No, you don't need to. Pinchers Hardware in Pembroke. It's your one-stop shop for all your hardware needs. We stock building materials, blocks, sand, and stones. Also plumbing and electrical fittings. We have automotive supplies too. And to make things easy, we will deliver to your location. Come on in or simply call us at 458-7591 or 533-1576. We are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pinchers Hardware, located in Pembroke, where quality meets price. You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020. You won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29th, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz. Quartz Optical. Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
Welcome back. In the Hyrule KCCU Digicel National Lotteries Authority Richland Park 9-a-side football championship on Saturday, Flick Wakanda beat Hill 16-4-2 at the Richland Park Oval. For Flick Wakanda, Emerson Prince, Kirtland Francis, Dan Laborde and Earl Spencer were the goal scorers, while Jadinio Sayers and Diomoji Samuel converted for Hill 16. Then on Sunday, Quebec's Pride and Joy defeated Pride and Joy under 16 6-1. Scorers for Quebec's Pride and Joy were Nalroy Peters 1, Sonel Castillo 1, Jaheim Kane 1, DeAndre Smith 3. Scorer for Pride and Joy under 16 was Rafi Kato. The semi-finals in this year's competition will kick off tomorrow afternoon. Rafael Nadal clinched an emotional Davis Cup victory for Spain over Canada when he beat Denis Shapovalov in front of a jubilant home crowd in Madrid. His 6-3, 7-6, 9-7 win sealed the title, with Roberto Bautista Agut returning to the team 3 days after his father's death to put the hosts 1-love up. Bautista Agut was in tears after beating 19-year-old Felix Auger-Aliassime 7-6, 7-3, 6-3 in the opener. Nadal's win gave Spain an unassailable 2-love lead and the 6th Davis Cup title. And that's how we end sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Tourism is for me, tourism is for you. Tourism is everyone's business, yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it.
It's the Anglican Archdeaconry of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Advent Mission Service on Sunday, December 1st at the Honestville Playing Field to mark the beginning of the church's year under the theme Anglicans Prepare for the Coming of the Lord through Intentional Discipleship. The preacher will be the Reverend Pauline Ramsey Burns out of the Diocese of Northeastern Caribbean and Aruba. It's the Anglican Advent Mission Service at the Honestville Sporting Complex on Sunday, 1st December at 9:30 a.m. All are invited.
I think I have enough lumber for the fence. Just hope I have enough saw blades at home.
Well, you don't need more lumber, but you do need some galvanized nails. And maybe grab some saw blades just in case.
For all your hardware needs and the best customer service, Lanes, the family store for value.
Set for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prices to be won. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done set? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner, turn your own keys. Set for life.
And now for a second look at the headlines. RSVG Police Force goes high-tech with the launch of a new system to digitize crime and violence data. TNT Attorney General makes it clear that the government is not open to entertaining any conversation on the legalization of marijuana. Hong Kong voters rebuke Beijing with a pro-democracy landslide victory in district council elections. And in sports, Fraser out, Dixon in as new president of the SVG Football Federation. On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I am Yvette Bowens. Don't forget to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news and daily headlines. Also tune in for SVG-TV's News in 15 at 12:45 p.m. weekdays. Have a good evening.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They call General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Honestville. Call 453-9000.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting. For people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
You've been waiting all year long and it's finally here. It's the test of endurance, agility, stamina, and with the easiest terms, the most affordable payment plan, and nothing to pay until February 2020. You won't need your wallet. It's the massive Quartz Black Friday sale. TVs, stoves, fridges, mattresses, everything must go. On Friday, November 29th, starting at midnight. 24 hours of the biggest, craziest savings of the year. It's Black Friday at Quartz, Quartz Optical, Quartz Ready Cash. Unbeatable. No one does Black Friday better.
Flow is bringing you the best Christmas deals. Unwrap great prepaid deals like the ZTE Blade A3 Lite for $99 with a 7-day always-on plan purchase. Plus, get a free gift. Amazing postpaid deals start with a Samsung Galaxy A10s at $149 plus a medium postpaid plan with unlimited weekend minutes to talk this holiday. So this Christmas, get the latest phones at the best prices on the fastest network. Because with Flow, Christmas only gets better. Visit discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply.